International Wine and Spirit Competition was established around 40 years ago and was created by wine chemist Anton Massel. Massel also had a wine tasting club, Club Oenologique, and as part of that club, he invited producers of wines, spirits and liqueurs to enter their products for assessment. He called this part of the club the International Wine and Spirit Competition, which eventually became a limited company in its own right. The competition has grown dramatically over the years and today receives entries from over 80 countries around the world. It enjoys the support of some of the most influential figures from both the wine and spirits sectors of the industry. There are many factors that make the International Wine and Spirit Competition different from other competitions. The competition maintains its high standards and smooth running by having its own premises, comprising a dedicated cellar for over 30,000 bottles, as well as a full-time dedicated team of staff. There are 3 professional tasting rooms where the judging panels are able to focus on their assessments. The tasting period lasts for 6 months, from March through to September each year. This is primarily to enable these Southern Hemisphere wine producers to enter their freshest, newest vintages at a time that has the most commercial benefit to them. The tasting process itself is totally blind, which means that the judges never see the bottles. And finally, what really separates the IWSC from other competitions is that top winning products are also sent for technical analysis.
The chemical analysis of wines and spirits, I believe, is essential to give a full assessment of a product and to ensure that when wines and spirits reach the consumer, they are of the same high quality and standard as when they were tasted by the tasting panels.
Experienced competition staff receive and monitor all deliveries as they arrive. Each bottle is checked to make sure that whether it is a wine, a spirit or a liqueur, it is what the producer would like to enter into the competition. Important details, such as the correct vintage or correct spirits, are checked as the product arrives. The bottle is then given a unique sample number, which remains with it throughout the competition. It is stored in the IWSC cellar, where it will stay until it is required for judging. Entrants are encouraged to deliver their products as early as possible to allow them time to settle before being judged. Judging commences with spirits tasting. Each member of the judging panel is selected according to their area of expertise.
We've got 2 classic distillations here.
Well, for me, it's very much brambles, it's blackberries.
Blind tasting is one of the cornerstones of the International Wine and Spirit Competition. The judges never get to see any of the bottles. They are served their flights of wines or spirits in numbered glasses and have a crib sheet to assist them in identifying what is in their glass. Recording the tasting results is a computerized process. The chair judge records all marks directly onto a computer, which at the end of each flight will show the marks of all the judges and the average mark awarded to a product. The marks will indicate whether the products are of a high enough standard to be awarded bronze, silver, silver best in class, gold or gold best in class.
Everybody has an opportunity to say what they want to say about the product, and then we arrive at consensus. There's no super juror. It is the judges that actually make the final decision, and that is what I really like about the competition.
You first get judged by the country you're in. If you do well there, you then go through to a category with other countries, and if you do well there, then you go through to the trophy stage. So finally, if you do end up with a trophy, then you know you've really started to bang the drums that you need to enable yourself to then compare yourself to the rest of the world. You cannot do that sitting at home. You have to submit your product to scrutiny in a much more open class, and that's what this competition does. It's critical for producers.
The International Wine and Spirit Competition have been running not just for a number of years but over 30 years, so there's great credibility out there in the industry. What the industry relies on it is to judge their particular products. They know that they're not just going to be judged by all the master blenders, distillers and winemakers. They're going to be judged actually on the quality but further still, they're going to be analysed as well, and that's something that really sets it apart from other competitions.
Results are released for Northern Hemisphere wines, spirits and Southern Hemisphere wine categories at strategic points from May to October. Here, the press and key trade have their first opportunity to learn about trophy winners, taste gold medal winning wines and spirits, and to see the shortlist for some of the most prestigious awards, which include Distiller of the Year, Winemaker of the Year, and Retailer of the Year. The competition also has a fully interactive website where producers and consumers alike can search for award-winning products and find out how to contact the producer. The competition's international programme takes in several trade fairs, including ProVine, VinItaly, VinExpo, and the London International Wine Fair. During the London Fair, the IWSC runs a series of tutored tastings, where visitors have the opportunity to meet with award-winning producers and taste some of the top award-winning products. The competition has also started to take its message directly to producers in their local markets, holding successful mini showcase events in South Africa, as well as a regional roadshow tour in New Zealand. Finally, and perhaps most importantly, consumers see awards as endorsements of quality and a guide to what's best in wines and spirits. In order to help our award-winning producers to capitalize on their success, we provide them with artwork for bottle stickers free of charge. This helps to increase on-shelf visibility of their successes. Each awards year culminates in the annual awards presentation and banquet, an evening of unrivaled celebration. This includes an opportunity to taste some of the year's star products at our award winners' tasting. Awards at the International Wine and Spirit Competition acknowledge the talent, commitment and professionalism within the industry. The competition recognises not only the larger players, but in an era of increasing globalisation, it proves that there is still room for the smaller producer. An International Wine and Spirit Competition award can make a real difference to all producers.
There's certain recognition from your peers in the industry. It's very prestigious, and it's something that we use with our customers because it's a reflection of our company and the people in the company.
I think as a producer, and particularly as a South African producer, to get an IWSC award is really, I think, a culmination of everything you've done in the vineyard as well in the cellar. Amongst my peers, it's regarded as one of the top wine competitions around the world. It's certainly the biggest.
The International Wine and Spirit Competition is very important for us because it gives to the producer that win an award a very good positioning and a very good image, especially in the wine market.
As a leading distiller in Austria, it's very important that we use this opportunity at the International Wine and Spirit Competition to present our top-class products to international audience and to international connoisseurs.
The event of the International Wine and Spirit Competition is seen as the pinnacle of all events around the world. Undoubtedly, people recognise the International Wine and Spirit Competition as the very best.
This year we have certainly seen a tremendous amount of publicity, coverage, demand. Demand's almost been a bit too much, I might say. But it's been phenomenal, and we wouldn't ever think of not entering the IWSC because it's such an important part of our marketing programme.
Well, the great thing about the International Wine and Spirit Competition is it rewards excellence and it rewards effort. And if you're a producer and you're working all the time to produce a quality wine or spirit, this is a way in which you can be recognised and which the public can see what it is you've achieved by the medal that you've won. And indeed there are people here who will tell you that winning an award was what put their winery or their distillery on the international map.
Winners really do benefit from the extensive exposure they receive, both within the trade and media and through our specialist promotional materials, which help to create additional consumer awareness. The competition is open to producers of quality wines, spirits and liqueurs looking to expand their markets. Importers and retailers from all countries find the International Wine and Spirit competition invaluable in promoting their products.
It's certainly true that a lot of customers are a little bit confused and they find the selection of wine available quite daunting. And having something that's been marked out as having won a prestigious award, such as the IWSC trophy or a gold or a silver medal, really does help people in sort of editing their selection and helping one bottle jump out over another one on what is quite a crowded shelf at Waitrose.
Our entry form is circulated to all contacts on our extensive database and is also available online. The International Wine and Spirit Competition, the world's guide to the best in wines and spirits.